All right, we're just doing an audio check here because this is my very first live stream, guys. Bear with me. Hello. All right, we're just doing an audio check here because this is my very first. Sweet, works. Okay, so greetings. Welcome to the Nailed It live stream. I am your host. My name is Mike. This is the Nailed It channel. We are all about power tools. Oh, gotta check my notes here. I'm a little nervous. We are all about power tools. Torture tests, we've got social experiments, we've got science experiments, and we're a little bit rowdy all together. So welcome to everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Damn glad to have you here. And this is obviously my very first live stream because it is going to be super rugged. And you guys just let me know in the comments down below what I can work on, what I can do better, and kind of what you guys want to see. So here we go. While we're waiting for a couple people to log in here, I'm going to go over what I have planned for tonight. So first of all, we're going to talk over some big tool news. We've got a lot of things going on in the tool world. I'm going to share with you a couple of things that I found out that I haven't really seen anywhere else. We're going to have some Q&A peppered in throughout the evening, and I'll give you guys a sneak peek at one of my experiments here, one of my short series called Soaked in Acid. And then lastly, we're going to have our winner announced for our video we did a week ago. It was a giveaway video because I just hit 250 subscribers about a week ago, and this is a way for me to give back and say thanks to everybody. So, welcome new viewers. Thanks for logging on. I sure do appreciate you guys watching. Like again, I said, this is my very first live stream. It's going to be a little rough, but you're here, I'm here. Let's have a good time, right? So, first up, tool news. Shopsmith is closing. Do you guys know what Shopsmith is? Shopsmith makes these amazing woodworking tables. They have 5-in-1 and 7-in-1. They have chop saws, band saws, miter saws, all kind of saws on one table, but the best thing is it was a made in America product. They were made out of Ohio, handmade, made to order. They were like $3,000 and up, so the prices were through the roof. Maybe that did something to its bottom line. I'm not sure why it really is closing, but obviously they're going bankrupt, so they don't have enough money to pay the people they have, which according to Wikipedia, they have about 50 people. So sorry to hear, I've never actually worked on a shopsmith because I'm not a woodworker. In fact, I'm not in the trades. I'm just an enthusiast of the trades, okay? Well, I take it back. I did actually work as a commercial electrician many moons ago, and I've worked as an auto tech briefly for one terrible summer. So I got a little bit of knowledge, just enough to get me in trouble. But anyway, let's go on to our tool news here. So, like I'm a news reporter or something. All right, so first up, you guys have this Icon magnetic mat. Have you guys got a hold of one of these yet? Because they're impossible to find. I mean, I know they came out and I've seen videos about them. In fact, let me circle back. I went to Harbor Freight about a month or so ago when they first dropped. I didn't know they were even out. I was just walking around the store and I saw one. I thought, oh, okay, cool. Just like the Snap-on mat, right? Pretty sweet. I looked at it. It looks a little bit goofier. I have the Snap-on mat myself. Welcome, Grace. Welcome, my man. Sorry, I'm looking at the comments on my iPad here, so maybe this will help you out. I'm not just looking to the side here because I'm an idiot. Well, I kind of am, but yes, welcome, my man. Thanks for tuning in. So anyway, back to the Icon mat. So this mat, if you guys don't know, or you don't even want to use one or haven't ever used one, this is just a magnetic mat. It's simple. You put wrenches, tools, all kinds of stuff that's metal. Anything ferrous will stick on this mat. They're a direct copy of the Snap-on one. It's literally this big. It's 9 inches by 11 inches because I looked up the stats for the Icon mat. 9 by 11. But apparently, I've seen some videos out where these guys are putting crazy stuff on this thing. Like I saw some guys in an auto body shop. Dude, they slapped this thing onto one of their lifts. They put a transmission, an engine block, and all kinds of crazy stuff on this mat, which it may work, it may not work, but now that I saw that, I thought, oh shit, I need to go get one of these things. So I looked up on the Harbor Freight app. Unavailable at my store. Okay, look at any store in the 50-mile radius. Boom, 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 boom. Nothing. There's no stores that have it. It's been out. I checked 3-4 times a week. It's just out. So anyway, if any of you guys have this thing, let me know in the comments here. Okay, welcome, viewer discretion advised. Welcome, my man. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have this mat, and if you do, what do you think of it? Or hell, even if you have the Snap-on mat, it's amazing. It does hold things pretty solid. I mean, it's about as strong as, like, oh, what we got? This one right here. The mat's about as strong as this, you know? So let me see. No, that's not gonna work, you idiot. You know, it's fairly strong, but not the strongest thing in the world. But apparently the Icon one is pulling no punches and going after Snap-on hard. And I'm curious to see what it is like, because the Snap-on one is 88 bucks. The Icon one is $24.99. So you're talking 3x the price on the Snap-on. So I sure don't think it's 3x better, although I will say the one that I saw in the shop, the store when I was just walking in looking around for stuff, the little tag where they put the Icon logo on the bottom, it was kind of kinked to the side, which don't really mean a whole lot, honestly. But it just showed me that if they can't even get the little label right, I don't know. Another weird thing about that mat is that, let's say on the Snap-on mat, they've got this like faux, let me look at my notes. Carbon fiber, yeah. Sometimes my brain don't think too good. So anyway, on the Snap-on, it has the faux carbon fiber top and it's smooth on the top, just like a smooth piece of paper. Seems like it has a lot of padding up there, but the Icon one, it looks like an inverted moon crater. You know, all the magnets seem to like push up on the top layer of plastic, and you can see every single little magnet there, which I don't know if that's by design or if that's unintentional or just something that it looks like, or maybe it's not by design and maybe the magnets don't have really much to grab onto on the top, or it's super thin up there. I don't know, but I'm very curious to find out. So anyhow, let me know in the comments below is it bad? Grayson says, is it bad I'm just staying at home, my friends are having fun? Hell no, because you can have fun by yourself, man. You're here, I'm here, we're having a good time. Screw those guys. What are they doing? Going bowling? Chasing after skirts? They're probably going to go home empty at the end of the night anyway, so what's the difference, right? Okay, so back to the store. We got Toolsmith was closing, Icon mat. Let's go back to, okay, brings me to my next point. I know that I thought about this the other day when I was looking at the Harbor Freight app. Because then you know at the store when you go to look at any of the Icon products or any of their stuff really, like for instance, this US General cart I've got back here, when I bought that, I looked at the price tag, it said $5.99. Right below that, it has a Snap-on price. Compared to Snap-on, 3,800 bucks or whatever it was. Kind of got me thinking, what's the deal with that? Like, why are they going after Snap-on so damn hard? So I did a little research, and I found out, which maybe you guys already know, I didn't know this, but Snap-on actually sued Harbor Freight a couple of years back. Well, maybe more than a couple, but some years back, they sued Harbor Freight over their Daytona jack. You guys know the Daytona jack. Everybody has that thing. It's cheap, it works. Second generation's been a little iffy, but the first generation was pretty solid. But anyhow, so Harbor Freight got sued by Snap-on, and Snap-on made the claim that they're just cloning their product directly, making it some other foreign country, China, Vietnam, or wherever, and that they're kind of killing the American business, by doing so. And then the judge looks into what the Snap-on is making. They realize that, you know what, Snap-on, you guys aren't really making it here either. I don't really know exactly what the percentage of something has to be classified as made in the USA. Maybe it's 70%. I don't know what it is, but they weren't even doing that. They were just doing the same thing like DeWalt does. They put the sticker on it that says, assembled in the USA from global materials, that kind of bullshit, you know? So it came out to be that Harbor Freight won the suit and actually got to settle with them. I think that Harbor Freight actually countersued Snap-on over defamation or something else, and then it all got washed clean, but now Harbor Freight was going for broke. So everything they have there, every Icon tool, every non-Icon tool, they basically do it to everybody. They do whatever the price is, ba-boom. Right below that, it's whatever the price is for the other guy, which is always hilarious because, I don't know, I just find it funny that you're just like, screw you, screw you, screw you, and yeah, that's expensive. Ours is pretty good. Here's the price. Take it for what it is. And you know, if you buy hand tools at Harbor Freight, you bring them right back in the store, like Snap-on. I love Snap-on, but I mean, like this drill, drill, I'm an idiot. This impact wrench, it's badass, it's awesome. But if I need to get it serviced, I gotta go chase down the stupid tool truck to do it, you know? That's a pain in the ass. Or I can send it back to the Snap-on, repair warehouse, wherever the hell that is, and pay a fee or something. But Harbor Freight, you break something, like, let's see. Okay, I like Icon, I'll tell you that. I like Snap-on, but I also like Icon. Icon's got these very nice, cushy grips. These are the flush needle nose pliers. These are great for cutting zip ties. You got those, but look how fat these grips are. I don't know if you guys have tried these yet. Maybe the tool isn't worth shit, but I'll tell you this, these grips feel super nice, super nice. And I think each one of these is like 20 bucks. I looked at a set of Snap-ons in the high vis to match my impact over here. I mean, you're talking like $300-400 easy. And yeah, they come in a little foam case, which is cool, but it ain't that cool, you know what I'm saying? All right, so back to my news story, because listen, like I said, first, let's see. You have one of those jacks, Peter? No, this is not an ad. I just like talking about experiences. I don't have any ties or sponsorships or anything for anybody. I'm just me. And unfortunately right now, I'm not a rich man, so I got to go shop where the tools are cheap, and that happens to be the Harbor Freight. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. I just happen to like those guys. I don't know how good they are in real life. I'm not using them on a construction site or anything like that, but for what they are, they're pretty damn good for now. All right, circling back. Okay, we did the Snap-on mat. Oh, again, for all my new guys here, welcome to the stream. This is my very first live stream. I'm sure it's gonna be a little rough, which, hey, you're here and I'm here again. We're gonna have a good time. And yes, Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony the singer? Yeah, okay. Chinese steel is pretty bad. Yeah, it may be. Well, hey, let me know if you have one of these icons. Let me know if they work. If you guys are in the trades, listen, like I said, I'm an enthusiast. I'm not in the trades anymore. I worked as an electrician for a few years, a couple of years back, but that's it. And I don't have and at the time I had some really shitty tools. I would have probably loved to have some Harbor Freight tools back then. But anyhow, if you have one of these every day or using it, let me know how it works out. I'm very interested to see how it works in real life. Depends on the grade, Peter. Yeah, it probably does. Listen, again, I'm not an expert. I don't know V10, V8, V6, all that bullshit. Yeah, it may be great, it may be terrible, but I know there are some things that can be made in China that are great, and there's some terrible things that can be made in China. Just depends on the company and what they do with it. Harbor Freight may be okay, maybe they suck. But anyway, let's circle back. Okay, all right, we're gonna go back to my next topic. I have picked up a new set, which was a major pain in the ass to find these things. You guys had a chance to try these? All my electricians out there. I'm not an electrician anymore, but goddamn, these things are so nice. I saw these come out, I want to say 3 or 4 months ago. It's the solid wire strippers that attaches to your impact from Milwaukee. I've seen many guys using, not these, but like the Chinesium ones you get on Amazon, which, of course in the YouTube short video I saw, that made them look incredible. They're zipping off wires like it's no tomorrow. And they looked cool, but then when I looked up the reviews of them on Amazon, most of them suck apparently. Or you get like 9 pieces in a case, and for 30 bucks, it just seemed like it couldn't possibly be very good. But anyhow, I had to go to 3 different damn stores. Japan makes good stuff. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I got a couple of Honda pressure washers. Beautiful. But anyhow, back to these guys. So if you guys ever tried to strip wire with the classic, wire strippers like this here, it works fine. If you're a, regular electrician that you're just doing 1 or 2 outlets a day or whatever, it's fine. You're an at-home guy, yeah, definitely just use this. You don't need anything more than this. But I'll tell you what, as a commercial dude, if I go into like a, like a paper factory, they're being rebuilt and I got to put in like 25, 30, 40 outlets. At the end of the day, you're talking about carpal tunnel, man. Your hands feel like shit. So these guys, I've seen a couple videos of these used. They seem pretty nice. We're gonna wrap them open right now and just check them out. They are different size. You can get an 8, a 10, a 12, or a 14 gauge in here. Don't do stranded wire with these. Anybody watching and thinking these kind of just look cool, I'm gonna buy them. No stranded wire. Oh, it's gonna be a good product when the packaging bursts your hand in blood to get it out. So check these out. So what you do is you run your wire through here. If you guys haven't seen these before, you run your solid wire through here. You got an 8 gauge, this is a 12 gauge. So let me get my impact here, hang tight. All right, oh, I got the M18 Fuel Gen 3. Put it in the collet, lock it in. You're gonna I don't have any solid wire just sitting around, but let's just pretend my finger's the wire. You put your wire in here, and it's gonna zip the shielding off, toot sweet. And not only that, you've got a depth gauge here. Check this out. So you want to set a different depth gauge. You've got a little slip collet here, and you can set it to, let's see, as low as a 1/2 inch and as high as 1.5. So if you want to get 1 inch, 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches, you got an adjustability here, which is damn nice. Because also I can tell you from doing a lot of these, if you got a perfectionist like me and you wanted to make sure that all of your connections are secure, and not only that, but they are the same length, it's hard to do that. I used to use when I was stripping wire by hand, I used to use kind of the indent of my my thumb here. I'd go from here to here. It was about 1 inch. That was what I used as my guide. Everything I knew, I'd make sure it was this length. That's how I do it. Now we got a little bit easier. So we can zip one of these on here, and I'm going to do a video coming up with all these as a review, and we'll set up a series of junction boxes, and we'll try these out in real life and see how fast they can really strip wire, and then maybe we'll build up to buying the cable stripper. You guys ever seen that one? It's like a big impact, but you can put like a 1 inch or 1.5 inch or 2 inch cable in here, and it'll do the same action that the little wire stripper does, but on thick, like 1/2 inch cable. It's beautiful. I've never used it, but it looks awesome. But the kit is like $500. But anyhow, it also, another thing pain in the ass to pick up was these. They actually, so circling back, this set of 4 here, damn, got shit everywhere. This set of 4 here, in the pack with the 8 gauge, the 10, the 12, and the 14 was $75. I had to go to Ace to find it. They actually sell these on Acme Tools as a kit. You get the 4-piece set here. You get the carabiner with the little locking hex head things. And then you also get the Milwaukee wire nut twister. I couldn't actually find the Milwaukee wire nut twister. But if you guys have one, let me know how it works, because I'm wiring a nut twister. Could you not think of a better name, Milwaukee, a nut twister? That sounds like something guys do to each other in the 5th grade. Yeah, nut twister. Anyhow, let's crack open this this carabiner and see how she's looking. But anyhow, that wire nut twister, Lowe's said they had it at like 3 different stores that I went to, and when I went there, they said, hey, this doesn't have any home location, which means, when you look, you see the pallets like 50 freaking feet high. That's where they are. It's somewhere up there. But not only that, they don't know where it is up there. It's just somewhere up there. But if you guys have one of these wire nut twisters, if you guys have one of these wire strippers, let me know how you like it, because I'm very interested to find out. I've been doing hand stripping for a long time, and I'm very curious to see. We're gonna test this guy out pretty soon. All right, so you got one of these. You can see if we got a little quick disconnect. Oh yeah, we got a quick disconnect on this one. Okay, cool. So the carabiner's got 1/4 inch collet. You can lock that in. Oh damn, it's kind of hard to get in there. Okay, now we're locked. That's really locked. We'll put the next one on. Dude, this thing's wicked. I almost wish I went back to being an electrician just to screw around with this thing for a little bit. It is pretty heavy though. All this shit on there. All right. Come on, what am I, retarded? Come on, get on there. What is going on with this thing? All right, locked in. Okay, so you just have this one. You can zip it onto your bag, and then boom, or you could probably put it on your pocket, really. Throw this one into your drill, and boom, 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 boom. Your wire's done. I would use this thing if I had this 10 years ago, that's all I'd be using. But I think what I'm also gonna do next is get a set of these. Well, I have these ones, but we're gonna get a set of the Chinese ones from Amazon, and then we'll put them in a head-to-head, because I think the Amazon ones are gonna get ripped. All right, anyhow, let's move on. What do we got here? All right, next topic. Oh, real quick though, one thing. I don't want this to seem like an ad, but when I did go to Home Depot to find this thing, I went to the one in, I live in Virginia, Central Virginia. I went all the way to Reston, which is like, hell, almost in DC, to find this little carabiner. Dude at Home Depot said, I've got it, but it's in one of these things way up there, And I figured, okay, well, it's up there. I'm not gonna bother this freaking guy. He's got a lot of stuff going on already. But as it turned out, he's like, no, man, just wait right here. I'm gonna close this aisle, and I'll close the next aisle. I'll grab Marco with the lift. We're gonna get that thing off. We're gonna find it. But, oh my God, okay, well, and after he did, and I felt bad, I didn't want to just leave even though it was taking forever. So I waited, and he sure as hell did get that damn pallet down, cut the whole thing open, and just all that just for this little this little carabiner. So if you're listening, was it, Pedro or Paco? I can't remember his name. Spanish dude over in Home Depot. What a legend. Good job, sir. All right. Oh, next topic. Okay, so that's enough for the news right now. Let's get some of this junk out of the way. How's your guys' Halloween, by the way? If you haven't noticed, I got my John Cena sweatshirt out. I took my boy trick-or-treating in our town here, and he was also John Cena, so we were the Cena boys. For all my wrestling fans out there, right? Damn good time, a little windy, but that kid got so much damn candy. I'm sure as hell gonna go eat some in a little bit here. He's already in bed. All right, next topic. So, sneak peek. If you guys have been watching my Soaked in Bleach series, if you guys have been watching my Soaked in Bleach series, I'm trying to watch this and this. It's kind of distracting with two different cameras, but anyhow, like I said, I'm new to this, so bear with me. Okay, so we're gonna go into Soaked in Bleach. If you guys have been watching my Soaked in Bleach series, you might have noticed that I have a new series called Soaked in Acid, well, let me go back. The circle back here. The Soaked in Bleach series, it's where I take tools from around my house and the shop, and I soak them in super highly concentrated hydrochloric acid. I can't talk tonight. I think from doing Halloween, it's screwed up my brain. Sodium hypochlorite, the active ingredient in bleach. I've got the commercial version. It's like 12.5%, where like household Clorox is like, what, 6%? And that's if you're lucky. So anyway, I take the tool, I put it in bleach, let it sit for 30 days. We do a pre-video and then we do a post-video. And they've been going wild. I mean, like I said, I'm a new guy to YouTube, so I've only been going for a few months, but you know, I'm getting like 25, 30,000 views on those things, which is pretty damn good for me. So anyway, I really appreciate, if you guys have watched those videos, I think they're fucking fun, but you know, you let me know what you think. But anyhow, we're gonna do a little sneak peek because I just released a Soaked in Acid video where I do the same thing. I took some tools around my shop, put it in a mason jar, and we soaked it in sulfuric acid, which is kind of totally different from bleach, obviously, but it kind of has an instant reaction. It bubbles like a chemist's lab. And I didn't know how that would play out 30 days out. I don't know if it kind of just would do all of its work in like a minute or two and then kind of go over to just being dormant. But if you watch go over and watch the video after this stream, go watch that Soaked in Acid video because that thing was bubbling like mad. But anyhow, right here, right now, we are going to show you the Soaked in Acid halfway point. We're 2 weeks out from when I just did the initial drop of the video, and I've got the mason jar right here. And I want to show you guys what this thing is like because it is wild. Okay, now, before I show the jar, I'm trying to remember what I actually had in there because it was a couple little weird things. I think I had a box cutter, a clamp, and I'm gonna peek over and look because a screwdriver, and oh my God, this looks horrible. Oh, and a lock. I've got a master lock in there. Or sorry, it's a it's a lock from Harbor Freight. But check out this thing. This is what sulfuric acid does to tools 14 days in. Look at that. Should I crack her open? We're gonna take a little better look. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna glove up, you guys, because I don't want to get acid on my fingers. I like you guys, but I don't like you that damn much. If you guys are just streaming into the chat, welcome. My name is Mike. This is the Nailed It channel. We do a lot of tool reviews and some wild chemistry experiments, so welcome on in. Let me know in the comments where you're from, what you like to do, what you've been doing, how's your Halloween, anything you want to talk about. I'm here, you're here, let's do it. But, okay, I'm gloved up. I moved my paperwork out here. Oh, on a side note, if you guys watched my other video, Soaked in Bleach, I soaked this hammer in bleach for 30 days and it's been drying out because I think I'm gonna do a restoration on it. Look at that hammer. Oh, it is nasty looking. Look at this thing. And look at all the rust in this thing. Ooh, this thing is filled with rust. Anyhow, so we're gonna crack this jar open here. Let's see what's going on. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna tease a couple of things out of here, but let's see. So here's, oh my God, it's stuck. I don't know what's at the bottom of this thing, guys. If you're a chemist, let me know what the hell sulfuric acid does after it reacts with metal and just sits in a jar because, like, listen. Oh Oh my God, it just moved. Well, it's bubbling now. And that's my sign to put the cap back on because I don't want to get inhalation of this. But anyhow, tune in about 2 weeks. Get these gloves off here. And we're going to find out exactly, kind of close this thing up better. I'm going to find out exactly what happened to this jar because it's a little terrifying, but goddamn is exciting, right? All right. Sorry, if you guys are watching me refer to notes and I look like an idiot or a noob, hey, I am. That's just what it is. I've never done a live stream, never really seen a live stream before a week ago, so I'm going to use some notes and that's just what I do. Maybe I'll be better in the future, but right now it's what I'm going to do. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna get to our big giveaway. If you guys have been following the channel for a while, we just hit 250 subscribers. I think we're at 280 right now. We are at the point where we're just starting to give some stuff away. I get a lot of tools that I'm buying for videos that I don't even need. It's just for fun, right? So I'm at the point now where I've got a couple extra things that I purchased just to give away. And I put out a video about a week ago, just a giveaway saying thank you to my fans and my subscribers. And so we got a couple things we're giving away. First off, Harbor Freight hat, baby. I got it free, but it's still a cool hat. And no, I didn't get it free because I'm sponsored by Harbor Freight. They just gave it to me because I spent a bunch of money in there. Next up, really exciting, the Fantic Nano drill. This little sucker is pretty rad. If you haven't seen my Fantic Nano video, this thing I've never used a micro drill, but this little Fantic, dude, it went through 2x4, steel, aluminum, brass, Schedule 40 PVC, Schedule 80 PVC. I mean, obviously not super thick stuff. Oh, and copper. Dude, this thing went through a lot of stuff. And for being like the size of a highlighter, it's pretty rad. So if there's a person that wants to win this, if there's a person out there that thinks they deserve this, well, hopefully you already joined you already subscribed to the channel and liked the last video because it's too late right now, but you can still watch the giveaway. And the last thing that we are giving away as part of this set is the Icon 7-piece metric nut driver kit from Icon. I actually love these things because I'll tell you guys, I have a pressure washing business and we use a lot of hose clamps. Hose clamps that have the little nuts on top. And I'll tell you what, if you don't have a nut driver and you try and do that with a screwdriver or an impact, it sucks. It really sucks. Just trying to rebuild or taking a rig on or off a truck, you need to have something like this. So we're giving this away, we're giving the hat away, and we're giving the Fantic away, all to one lucky subscriber right here, right now. So what I've done is I've taken all of the comments for the last 3 shorts videos because I had a giveaway update on 2 of the videos. And I've compiled them into a list, which is on page 3. All right. I've got 32 comments. I'm going to use my iPad here, and we are going to use my little wheel of fun here. So I got inputs of between 1 and 32. We're going to do a little spin ski. In fact, I'll turn around to you. I don't want you guys to think I'm cheating or anything like that, so we'll put it right in front of you. How about that? Okay. Boom. Let's boom this thing down a little bit. Kaboom. Kaboom. Okay, here we go. So, now it ain't straight. Sorry, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. All right, so the giveaway, the big giveaway. Can I see my own finger trying to press the button? Between 1 and 32, we are spinning. We are spinning. What do we got? I can't see in backwards here. Just so you guys can see, I'll show it to you, and then what is that, 22? Shit. 22. All right, number 22 is the man who lived V275. Repeat that again. You can check my list if you don't believe me. The man who lived V275. Congratulations, my man. You just won yourself a Harbor Freight hat, the Fantic Nano drill, and the Icon 7-piece professional grade nut driver set. So all you need to do to get these things is just go to my channel information, find my contact me, and I've got email on there, and you can just send me an email, give me a screenshot of your account just so I know that you are you, and then I will ship it directly to you, my man or woman. I'm assuming it's a man because it says the man who lived, but you never know. It's 2025. People are weird. All right, so that's all I got for you guys tonight. But thank you so much for signing on and joining me. I surely do appreciate it. So make sure you guys are safe and happy out there, and have a great rest of your night. God bless.